I just came back from Oregon. So, a little more than a week ago, my aunt and uncle came down from Oregon to visit their stepson, or my aunt's stepson, my uncle's son, in Simi Valley. On their way back to Oregon, they came and picked me up. And they brought me to Oregon, and I've been there for a whole week. I left here on a Friday, and then I left there on a Friday. So I just came back yesterday. The trip was a 22-hour train and bus shuttle trip with some layovers. We went to Crater Lake. I got a few pictures and a few videos. The one thing that they didn't tell me before we left was that I needed a jacket and pants because apparently it's still cold in Oregon and there was snow, as you'll see from these videos and pictures that I took. We also went to a place called the Mystery House, also known as the Oregon Vortex. I had to look at this, yeah. It's this place is really interesting. It's there's this weird phenomena where they have level ground. The woman put a level on the ground. They have like a cemented in, or maybe they have like a cement bricks or something like that. But she put a level down, and it was perfectly level. And yet, for some reason, you can see that the people who stand on one spot become short, and they have a stick going from one person's head to the next. And my aunt and uncle are very different in heights, but in the pictures you see, there's one point where the stick is level, and then another point where they switch sides and the stick is like this. And of course, they didn't take any pictures of me, but I took lots of pictures of them. I'm pretty sure they don't want their pictures to be shown anywhere for their anonymity. So I'm just going to pixelate them and show you these pictures. So apparently, Ghost Adventures had been to the Mystery House, and actually remember that episode. They also went to a place called Wolf Creek. They went to the Wolf Creek Inn. I don't remember that episode, but I'll have to look that up. So we went to the Wolf Creek Inn. I mean, we didn't go inside the Wolf Creek Inn. I just took a video showing, one end of the house to the other. And I also took a picture of the sign that was at the door. And after Wolf Creek, we went to our Wolf Creek Inn. We went to Wolf Creek, where there was like a schoolhouse. There was my aunt that said that she thinks that it was a general store. And then and then they have like a church. And my uncle said, just don't bring back any ghosts with you. I mean, I don't know if there were any ghosts. I didn't sense any. Nothing, came out at me. So, pretty sure there's nothing in here with me. So, but here are these pictures of Wolf Creek and the Wolf Creek Inn. I mean, I also took pictures of a place called Table Rock, which is like a mountain, but it's flat like a table. I guess that's why they call it Table Rock. And here are those pictures. There was only two. So I would say that the week that I spent with my aunt and uncle was quite productive. Not only did I get out and we went to all these different places, we also went to many restaurants, a place called Elmer's, which I've never even heard of, which is really good restaurant, by the way. We went to this one place which I can't quite remember. It was um, in the mountains, and I forgot the name of it, but it was a really good. They had really good food, and the people who worked there were really nice. Of course, that doesn't tell you anything because I don't remember the name of the place. But um, we went to a Mexican restaurant, two of them actually. But anyway, I had a good time, and my aunt and uncle like to take naps, so. Sorry about that sound. That's Instagram on my computer. Not only were my aunt and uncle like to take naps, so while they were taking their naps, I was working because I have an order for bracelets. But other than the trips that we took, the restaurants that we went to. We basically, when we were at the house, relaxing, watching television, they have a lot of episodes of Ghost Adventures on their DVR. So we watched a few episodes of Ghost Adventures a day. I actually love these ghost shows, and I was a little surprised that she liked them because when you're a lot of people don't have something like that in common. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do, but it's just odd because we don't have a lot of shows in common, other than Gilmore Girls and Once Upon a Time. Uh, we have the ghost shows in common. So we watched the ghost shows, and that was pretty much it. My train ride home was about 22 hours, and on the way from, I believe it was Martinez, California, down to Bakersfield, they let us know that the train was going to be overbooked. Well, not overbooked, but they had a lot. Well, yeah, they were overbooked because they allowed people to sit in the dining car, or where they have their little cart where they serve food. Not a dining car. They don't have a dining car on that one, but they have like a little cafe or something that where you can buy like M&Ms and hot dogs and stuff. They also have tables and chairs there, so they let people sit in those because they had too many people on board. Um, there was one stop. I can't remember where it was, but like 100 people got on, and then there was another stop where about 30 people got off. So um, it was quite crowded, and I saw people panicking because the car that I was in was apparently the towards the front of the train, because I was going. I mean, when I was looking out the window, I was going backwards because I was sitting facing the end of the train, but I was apparently in the last car or the first car, depending on how you see it. People were saying this is the last car. There are no more cars. So if we can't find a seat here, where are we going to sit? They have seats downstairs, but those are reserved for handicap and elderly people. And the one in my car, when I went downstairs to leave, there was like maybe 6 chairs, or six, two, four, six, 12 seats, I guess. So there weren't a lot of seats down there. So perhaps some people had to stand up. I don't know. But anyway, I had a seat. So that's all that matters for me. But so yeah, I went to Oregon for a while, and I had fun. I got to connect with my family, my aunt and uncle, and my cousin, and his wife and his kid. Um, and I'm happy that I got to spend some time. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'm sorry I haven't been able to videotape anything recently. So that, I'm going to say have a wonderful day and be kind to one another, just like Ellen says.